facelift. Scat pack charger, take off like a spaceship. I'm finna erase him. I had to walk him down after I chased him. I'm in love with the drink, I was stuck when you called. If I fuck with it, yeah, you get flushed in the mall.
Peace, family. It's your boy DB the Great.
Trey Markel over here.
Coach the Don.
And today, we got another Player Circle podcast coming at y'all today. Today, we set the foundation to what we're trying to build and move forward to. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to start off this conversation, this intellectual cipher, with, you know what I'm saying, a great topic that I feel as if is very important. You know what I'm saying? Motion. Motion mean to y'all?
Well, shit. Like we discussed in the last episode, when I told you motion, I say you're doing stuff correctly, but you know what I'm saying? Also having stuff going for yourself. Like, motion can even still be a 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? Because you got something coming in, so you're still able to take care of yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And at the same time, I told you also, slow motion is better than no motion, right?
Facts.
Because, you know what I'm saying? As long as you're moving somewhere, that's better than being stagnant. Yeah, being nowhere. Facts.
Coach?
Shit, honestly, I'm gonna piggyback off Trey. I 100% agree with what he's saying. It's about moving correctly, and like you said earlier, even if you're moving slow, I'd rather move slow and correctly than quick and sporadic.
Right.
So, as long as you're taking your time and knowing what you got going on and taking the right steps towards the goal you're trying to achieve, you create motion.
A lot of people use the word motion, right? And they say they have emotion, they doing this, they doing that, right? But I'm changing the definition of motion, like I changed the definition of pleasure, right? And motion to me is maximizing your potential, M, optimizing your opportunities, O, transforming your mind, T, innovating your reality, I, overcoming all adversity, O, nurturing all ideas, N, right?
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into the breakdown. Maximizing your potential. First, we have to understand what potential is, right? So potential is someone's capability or capacity for growth, development, and achievement, right? So I feel like with that, maximizing your potential is important because it allows you to live a more fulfilling and professional life. You know what I'm saying? The idea you have in your head of yourself, like your higher self, you know what I'm saying? Your greater self, whatever you believe that is in your mind, if you could believe it, you could achieve it. You know what I'm saying?
Just to add on to that, you said maximizing your potential, right?
Right.
So a lot of times people, they want to maximize their potential, but I run into people to where they say, I still don't know what my passion is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I want to do.
Right.
So to people like that, I tell them, you know what I'm saying, if you can't figure out your purpose, figure out your passion. Your passion will lead you right into your purpose.
Personally, I believe that because it's a lot of people, let's say between the ages of like 18 to 25, who don't really just know what their purpose in life is.
About 14, 25.
14, 20, okay, for sure. Personally, I don't think that, because that's a super young age, and you coming from adolescence into adulthood. So on top of finding out whatever your purpose is, it's a lot of other shit you got to do to navigate through life and figure out how to sustain livelihood on your own. So I don't think you have to necessarily focus on what your purpose is at such a young age. I think a lot of times your purpose finds you.
Right.
You don't have to necessarily just look for it. Like Trey said, your passion can turn into your purpose. Like, in some points, I believe that you can create your own purpose out of things you enjoy doing. Really in the video editing, I got my own production company. Before that, I was in school. Before that, you know, I just like to hoop, something like that. But it's like,
when I do different things to find out what you like, type shit.
I think
what I want to say though is you was able to monetize what you like to do.
Right.
You like playing with cameras, you like videography and photography.
Right. So boom, this is the thing though. Now today, if you ask me what my purpose is, it's everything behind videography and my production company and setting the foundation for that, getting it off the ground. But I turned that into my purpose, like you said, off of things I like to do with the video editing, YouTube, and all that. But it would have never got to that point if I didn't start a YouTube channel, if I didn't start watching anime, if I didn't start just getting into my own niche thing. So I created my purpose out of things that I just enjoy doing from the jump. So it's like planting the seed. You can plant a seed of your own purpose just off of the things you do every day. So you don't have to necessarily search for a purpose in life. You can create your own purpose out of the things you deem worthy.
Right into the O. Yeah. Optimizing opportunities. Optimizing opportunities is critical for achieving success because you have to take advantage of timing. Timing is critical. Timing is key, right? Maximizing your resources, your time, your money, your energy, right? Carrying momentum. Each success builds towards your desired outcome, right? Every little thing that you do towards getting to your goal is a stepping stone to where you're trying to ultimately get to, right?
Right.
So with opportunity comes decision making. So you got to stay sharp. Trust yourself. Make the right decisions. Trust your gut. Optimizing opportunities builds confidence, bro. That is the number one key. Because if you don't believe in you, ain't nobody gonna believe in you, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you see yourself as being this high value, whatever you want to call yourself, you have to believe it first. It starts within you and just optimizing and attacking those opportunities.
The biggest thing that stood out to me was the optimizing opportunities because everybody don't understand how critical it is to jump on an opportunity that might not be there in the future.
Right.
It's like if you have something in your face, take that risk or take that chance, take the opportunity, take advantage of it.
Right, because you never know.
Exactly.
Right.
You see the celebrity over here, but you might be scared to ask them a question. But shit, if you don't, you just missed out on an opportunity because the next time you're going to be this close to him and see him again in person.
That's right.
You know, and one thing I like to tell people is you make a living from a 9 to 5, but you design your life from 5 to 9.
Right.
At the end of the day, bro, even if you're going to work, man, it's the 10,000 hours that you put in that people don't see behind the scenes. It's the extra work.
Right.
Because what you're doing, you optimizing your opportunities, time management, you taking advantage of your time. Time is something that can't be wasted. Time is something that you can't get back at the end of the day. Everybody got the same 24 hours. Is what we're doing.
What you do with your 24.
What you doing with your facts.
That's for sure facts.
And I just want to add one more thing on top of that. I said this before, you know, a few years ago on my Instagram, and I had heard something where they said your calendar equals your bank account.
Right.
And to understand that, it's like your calendar is booked up. That means that you have stuff going on. You have meetings, you have, you know, events. Yeah, exactly. But that means you have money coming in. You have clients you have to attend to. If your calendar is empty, what you doing? If you ain't got nothing on your schedule.
You ain't got no motion.
Exactly. Think about it.
Especially one of my favorite quotes that my dad used to just love spitting in my ear when I was in college was he would always tell me, take advantage of the opportunities you have in life.
Yeah.
And I think that when he first said it, I was like, bro, what the hell are you talking about? What does that mean? Like, what do you... Because he would say it so often, when somebody says something enough to you, it just goes deaf in one ear. Until, like, you really start thinking about it and how it can transcend life. Because what that really means is any small detail or opportunity that you might see, don't wait until the next day to do it. Do it now. Get it out the way. Your network is your net worth. So shit, like just Trey just said, you see a rapper or a celebrity, shit, you might want to shy away, be like, nah, I don't want to bother him because everybody probably always walking up to him, I ain't trying to be no groupie or this and that, whatever. But that 2-minute elevator pitch or conversation that you have with them could be the difference in what makes you
rich tomorrow.
You never know. Right. So you got to take advantage of those small opportunities you get in life when you get them. You can't ever take any of them for granted because you never know when the next time it'll come.
You got to always make sure you prepared for when the time presents itself, right? Because you don't want to be unprepared and then shit, your opportunity is in front of you and then you ain't even prepared enough to take it. You know what I'm saying? So you always want to prepare yourself in purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Stay ready so you don't got to get ready.
Facts. You transforming your mind, right? Your mind is the greatest asset you have. Your mind is what makes you a man. The capacity of your mind, you know what I'm saying, is how far you can go. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think only so far of yourself, that's as far as you're going to go. You know what I'm saying? Right. So in a true man, I feel like, in my opinion, that is what a true man is, the capacity of his mind. Because if you allow your mind to think whatever, then you can be whatever you want to be. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy you say that. I 100% agree with you. And it was a study done, I think like maybe 2 years ago, on fleas, right? They put like, I don't know, maybe like 35, 50 fleas in this glass cylinder. And when they put them all in there, they noticed they all just like started jumping out the cylinder, right? They put like a covering on top of it for like, I think 24 hours, if that, right? They all just continue to jump inside between the cylinder and the covering, the top. The next day they remove the covering. The fleas continue to jump, but they never went as high as where the top was. So in that moment, they were limiting themselves to that glass cylinder, even though there was no top anymore. There's no ceiling. So you got to look at it just like that with your mind and everything you want to accomplish in life. You can't limit yourself thinking, oh, well, because I'm in this situation, I'm only going to get this far.
Right.
You got to always look at life like you can break through any glass ceiling, no matter what the situation, no matter what the obstacle. You can't let anything hold you back, and that's how you break the glass barrier.
At the end of the day, it's all about change. You got to get uncomfortable. If you stay uncomfortable, then what are you doing? I mean, and what I say is, so y'all heard the saying, you are what you eat, right?
Facts.
Yeah.
But you also are what you read, because at the end of the day, it's what you feed your mind and your brain. And Tony Robbins, he said once, when everybody's unsure what to do, and there's somebody who fucking knows, everyone pays attention. Because people don't listen to the person who knows best. They listen to the person who acts the sure. So at the end of the day, say even for example, you out on a ski trip and something happened. Nobody knows what to do, but it might be one person in the group that said, "Hey, let's go this way." You know, who y'all listen to? Y'all going to the person who acts the sure, who knows what they talking about.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's just about being yourself, acting, not just acting like you know what you're talking about, but really portraying it and actually acting on it. So whatever you listen to, whatever you're reading, you feel in your brain. You actually have to stand on those principles and you know what I'm saying? Hold yourself accountable as well. So I feel like you can't preach this stuff if you're not doing it yourself. Right. You see what I'm saying? Right. And at the end of the day, I mean, we talking about transforming your mind. 19 Keys talk about that all the time.
Right.
Man.
And that's what he was saying in one of his interviews I was watching. You know what I'm saying? If you get the information and you don't act on it, then what did you get the information for? You know what I'm saying? If you're not utilizing what you're learning,
you're not doing nothing with it.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That just uses information. So I feel like you gotta use what you get and use it for the best of your ability. You know what I'm saying?
Information changes situations.
Facts. Innovate your reality, right? Find a new and creative way to approach your life. Identify goals, challenges. Be open-minded about perspectives. As Trey was saying last week, take calculated risk, calculated thoughts. You know what I'm saying? You are what you think you are. You know what I'm saying? If you can change it in your mind to where, okay, I can be this great person to myself, bro, it will become. You know what I'm saying? You got to build those habits. You can't want to be rich, but don't have rich men habits. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like, it just don't work that way, bro. You have to change your habits so you can change your reality. You know what I'm saying?
Your habits and your circle. Because
fact. That's a
you
big
just
one,
said,
too.
I mean, if you hanging around homeless people, what you think gonna happen?
Fact.
If you hanging around rich people, what you think is gonna happen? It's your circle. It's the people that surround you. If they learn more, you're not gonna learn more. You ride along with them. You know what I'm saying? You right next to them. You in their circle. You talking to them on a day-to-day basis. They tell you what they got planned. Somebody that got nothing going on, what kind of information can they offer you?
For real.
Everything is really a mindset, it's perspective. A garbage man can walk into a Fortune 500 company with a suit on. If he act like he belongs, people are gonna look at him like he belongs.
Right.
But if he act like he's a garbage man, people are gonna look at him.
Like
it's an energy and it's a persona upon yourself that you display to the world, and the world is gonna take in what you give out to it. When I graduated college, that's when I did like a deep search into myself. I did like a lot of thinking about, okay, what I want to do, what I want to be in life. And I came to the conclusion, before I can make anything happen, you got to change the things about yourself that you don't like or that you want to improve. From the jump, after graduating college, I realized you have to attack every single day with the confidence of you being 100%. You can't, even on days you're not feeling 100%, if you attack each day like you're 100% and you have the mindset that, no, I'm 100% and I'm the most confident person in this field and what I'm doing, people around you will also believe, oh, he knows exactly what he's doing. He's capable, he's competent, and he's confident.
Right.
Exactly. And all the things that you are trying to achieve will slowly fall into place.
Consistency. Even when you don't feel like going, if you be consistent, it's going to push through all of that shit.
God will change your life only if you believe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Hallelujah if you don't know who that is, because that's a quote that you know saying he lived.
Who?
Hallelujah.
Nah, I ain't never heard of him.
He an artist from the north side though, but he got music with Yellow Beezy and a few. He was signed to 1501 at one point.
Okay. Overcoming adversity, right? Adversity is what is going to separate you from becoming who you want to become, right? So I had a football coach, Coach Cope. Shout out to Coach Cope, man. You really changed my life. You really didn't even know what you was doing, but you really did, right?
Yeah.
Because he broke it down to us every day after practice, right? We used to have these meetings. He was a DB coach, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He used to tell us, bro, if life is going to test you. When life throws you lemons, what you got to do? You got to make lemonade out of this shit, right? And that's why I feel like football was the greatest thing I could have ever done for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because it taught me a lot how to fight through shit, how to fight through my mind, how to fight through just at that adversity, you know what I'm saying? Keep pushing through shit. Because every time is going to be, everything is going to be a test, right? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to quit when you hit that wall of adversity. Because if you quit, then you're going to quit on your family. You're going to quit on your kids. You're going to quit on your job. You know what I'm saying? And none of that shit that he was saying really applied itself until I got older and I started really going through things and really seeing what he was saying and the truth behind the adversity, right? So when I get to an adverse situation now, I try to think towards what Coach Cope would say, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Coach Cope would tell me, bro, look, Bibbs, man, fuck that. Get through that shit, push through it. Fight, finish, find a way. You know what I'm saying? And that shit stuck with me, and I love that nigga for that shit because that shit really did change my life. You know what I'm saying?
You got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Right.
Because that's the only way you can grow. If you're always comfortable in the same situation, you're going to be the same stagnant person you was yesterday. Mm-hmm. You got to grow and let the things you learn along the way through adversity grow with you. Mm-hmm. So the more adversity you go through, the more knowledge and wisdom and experience in life you gain.
I like that.
So adversity should never be shied away from. Like me, myself, I'm a huge advocate against quitting. I don't really think it's any situation where a person should quit. I think there's some stipulations where some things can be helped, but 99% of the time, I feel like you should tough it out because at the end of it, what don't kill you make you stronger.
Facts.
So when you get through it, you look back at it and you're like, damn, I finished that. Mm-hmm. It's a different sensation you get knowing you completed something. Whether you enjoyed it or not, at the end you're like, damn, I'm done.
Facts. Especially if it tests you. You know
100%.
You a different level of confidence. I feel that.
100%. Like even when I got out of college, that shit took a minute.
Right.
And there was some times I wanted to quit.
Me too. I ain't gonna have to
Man, that shit is tough.
I fuck with that.
But at the end, I was like, damn, I'm done.
Yeah.
Now you can reap the benefits and rewards that you sold for yourself earlier.
Right.
And I feel like if you take that mindset through anything you do in life, eventually you're bound to succeed.
Facts. I try to live by principle. If you start something, you gotta finish.
Facts.
And then also on top of that, if I'm thinking about doing something, it's like, and I tell my fiance all the time, if you're gonna do something, you gotta do it 100% or don't do it at all. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't just half-ass do it. Exactly. There's no point. It's either you gonna do it, you all 110% in, or just don't do it. Because ain't no point in 50% trying something. And like y'all was saying too, fighting against adversity, just pushing through. Denzel Washington, y'all might have heard this quote before. He said, "You will never be criticized by someone who's doing more than you. You'll always be criticized by somebody doing less." Because at the end of the day, your haters are your motivators, but the haters are obviously doing less than you. Anybody exactly, it was why they hate. If they're doing more than you or on your level, you think they'll be hating on you?
Facts. That's real.
They got too much. They ain't got that much time on their hands. They got too much stuff to do. They focus on their family, their money. You know what I'm saying? They got time to be worrying about another person. It's always the people doing less than you. If they got something to say, just remember that, man.
No, facts. I'm glad you said that, you know what I'm saying? Because that takes us into our end, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nurture all ideas. Be mindful of who you tell and who you allow to access your ideas, right?
Thanks.
Because if you tell somebody your ideas and because they gonna always put their own insecurities on why you not gonna, you know what I'm saying, get to where you trying to go.
They gonna put their limitations on you.
Right.
They can't
right.
do it.
Just like when Jay-Z said one time, bro, he was talking to his uncle about being a rapper. And then his uncle was trying to talk him out of being a rapper because that was his own insecurities. And he was like, man, I'm not finna allow you to put your own insecurities on me about what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was powerful, you know what I'm saying? So don't let nobody stop you from doing whatever it is that you have in your mind that you set out to do.
Real talk. People gonna, like you said, people always gonna try to limit you. They gonna always try to, but it's up to you. And if they trying to limit you, what that mean? I mean they doing less than you. It's a reason for that. Honestly, and I mean
They're trying to keep you low on the totem pole so they stay high.
At the end of the day, and I feel like it's all just about fighting through. If you're 110% in, shit, who gonna stop you?
Shit, you.
Man.
Yeah, yourself. You're your only obstacle.
I always say, man, if you don't give up, how can you lose? It's impossible to lose if you don't give up.
Nipsey had a great.
It continues, man.
That too, you know what I'm saying? He was saying with everything that he was doing, he went through every emotion. He cried, he had heartbreak, he had pain, his days he wanted to give up, but he didn't quit. That's what's gonna separate somebody from trying to go for something, you know what I'm saying? That's what he was saying. That's what's gonna separate you. You fighting through that shit. Adversity, you know what I'm saying?
And before we get up out of here, you know, we talked about habits and having, you know, a millionaire mindset or, you know, just getting to the next level. So with that being said, we're going to put the link in the description box below. Make sure y'all go check out my book, Habits, Success Habits. Available as an audiobook, ebook, and as a paperback copy download. You can go get it at Amazon, so make sure y'all check that out as well.
Y'all make sure y'all tap in with him, man. Y'all share y'all love, you know what I'm saying? Spread the love, spread the knowledge. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with Coach, you know what I'm saying? All things media, he do it, you know what I'm saying? It's the guy you want to get to. We shifting the paradigm, like I said as well, man, and I hope y'all boys stay tuned. We got a lot of shit we want to share with y'all, a lot of things in store. But until again, peace, family.
Peace.
Bitch in the back of the lack and the fall. And it didn't take much just to give me the draw. Keep